I seem to be first in a long line of Indians. Frankly, I'm tired of what's happening in this country, but gotta do my job here. Let's see. They want me to take a political compass test. Seems fine, but I ain't got much to say on the matter. Let's see here. Just a few positions to start with, concerning no less how you see the country in the world. Alright, fair enough. Okay. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Well, sorry about that there. Started to sound like illegal for a minute. Questioning whether or not I knew English, eh? Well, that sounds like some commie nonsense to me. Now, I accidentally clicked something. I guess this is it. Alright, I do strongly disagree with that because, you see, whatever happens economically, that doesn't concern the individual or the worker, you know. It'll come down, you know. No, don't get me wrong. Like, the rich people get rich. You say, oh, the rich get richer. Well, the poor are getting richer, too. Everyone gets richer. And then inflation happens, and it doesn't really matter much, but that's a matter for another day. If something's done by a corporation, the corporation deserves a profit about it. To hell with humanity. I mean, that sounds bad, but that's just the truth. You don't want communism. We need fully unregulated capitalism. That's the only way to truly achieve freedom in this country. Well, I suppose it's always been the only way to truly achieve freedom. Free market will prevail. You know, workers competing with positions to keep out the illegals, and workers might be able to earn more. Fact. I'd always support my country whether it was right or wrong. Well, now I wouldn't quite support the country if Hillary was running things, but I will always support my country. Right or wrong, but I will advocate for change as I see fit. Because I know I, a man blessed by God, and led by reason and rationality, I know what's best for this country. And I will advocate for that, but I will support my country while doing so. Alright. No one, oh God, retarded nonsense. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it is foolish to be proud of it. That is absolute nonsense. You should be proud of your country, even if it's absolute garbage. If I lived in Mexico, I'd be proud as hell to be a Mexican. But I don't, so I'm not. And you know what? You move from one country to the other, you gotta shift your authority, man. I know I'd have some trouble moving from U.S. to, I don't know, Guatemala. Say, no, I love Guatemala now, but you know what? That's all part of integration. My God. That's all part of integration. If you want to function in society, you gotta learn to respect the country you're in. Fact. Alright. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. I don't like how universal this is. I think it should say the white race. I'm going to have to strongly agree with that one. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. No. As George W. Bush once said, you are either with us or against us. And that is unilaterally true. Because they'll act all friendly with you for all 5 minutes they need your help, for all 5 minutes you need theirs. But once that conflict is over, they turn against you real quick. Fact. Oh my God. Strongly disagree. Military action that defies international law is sometimes, hell yeah. Sometimes justified? Yeah, of course it's sometimes justified. Hell, I think it's always justified. Military should be able to do whatever they want. And foreigners. There's now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. I'm going to have to agree with that. Fake news is everywhere. These darn libtards passing off the Jimmy Fallon show. Oh, it's entertainment. You can't criticize it. No, that ain't how it works. He tells lies. I call him out. I say, you're telling lies, Jimmy. Jesus. Sorry. Get a little too frustrated here. I'm starting to sound like one of them liberals. Yeah, Mom, next thing you know, I'll be bawling my eyes out because some black man didn't get his latte with extra frappe or however the hell coffee works. I just have mine black. Simple. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Class or nationality? I'd say we're rightfully divided more by nationality. Yeah, rich or poor, you're still an American. That's what I'd say. Disagree. Controlling inflation is more, of course. You know what? You control inflation, You got yourself a stable economy. So most folks, once they are able to get a job, once we get rid of those darn illegals, and the workers are able to get a well-paying job, as they should, they're not going to want to get into an economy where that money ain't going to be worth anything. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they should hell no. Climate change, all that other nonsense, that's a mess. People get upset, you go in, you storm that corporation, you shoot it up. That's how capitalism works. From each according to his ability to each according to his need is a fundamental. I disagree with that. It sounds like a socialist said it. It is a sad reflection on our society that something. Oh, come on. You brand it, you drink it, some idiots buy it. I don't know. You know what? If you can brand something and sell it, you deserve your reward on your merits. Here. Looking for a container. I don't have one except for that bug spray back there. But if I were to can air and if I was able to actually sell that, some idiots, I deserve that money. It is my marketing ability, or at least my ability to choose people who can market, that got me that money. Anyway. Oh yeah. Dude, it reflects on a capitalistic free society, that's what I'd say. The land shouldn't be a commodity bought and sold. I strongly disagree. Common nonsense. Oh, I'm against private property. Yeah, if it unfairly favors the rich. It's bull. Protectionism is sometimes necessary. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. I am gonna have to agree. You gotta keep a balance of products of your country. If your country is gonna be supplying something for a long term, you can't overexploit it. That's a fact. You can't take out all the oil, get rid of it, and ship it overseas, sell it to some commie European or something like that. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and control. Oh, kill yourself, you commie. Now, it ain't regrettable if you can move money around and make money off of it. I don't know how the stock market works. But if you make money off of it, you deserve to keep that money. You make money, it's yours. That's why I don't really like taxation too much, but it's a necessity. We're going to keep this country great, and it's going to need money to run itself. Am I right? Strongly disagree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, money goes around. They'll be held accountable by the free market, of course. The only social responsibility is that, yeah. But they'll be held accountable. That's what the free market's all about. You screw over your consumer, you get screwed over in turn. Vote with your wallets, yeah. Idiots who support them libtards over in Silicon Valley, like, oh, I use Twitter. Like, oh, you don't like Twitter? Don't use it. You don't like Facebook? Don't buy all those stupid games. I don't know if you buy them, you get them, you buy stuff in them. It's beyond me. The rich are too. Oh, of course, yeah. You tax the rich too much, they leave. They're too highly taxed now. I think we should move it down. Unilateral income tax. Move it down to say, I don't know. Let's be fair here. I guess like maybe 10% for the poor, and solid maybe 30%, exactly 30% for the middle class and the wealthy. I think that sounds fair. And the poor, once they move in the middle class, they're fine. All right. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher salary, of course. You can pay more for better care. You deserve better care. Because getting that money, you had to work hard for it. That's another matter. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. I have to strongly agree with that one. I really think that organizations like CNN should be penalized. Now, of course, there are other organizations I don't think should be. You know what? I have to disagree with that. I'm a little split on the issue, but I'd say if you can manipulate the public, you do deserve the profit of it. A genuine free market requires... Oh, hell no. A genuine free market? We don't have a genuine free market. We just have something close enough to a free market to make us a decent amount of money. The freer the market, freer the people. Strongly agree. Free market makes free men. That's what I always say. Abortion, no. It should always be... Well, wait. It should always be illegal. Abortion won't... Yeah. I strongly agree with that. That child has more right than life than you have right to your body. All authority should be... hell no. You don't question all authority. It sounds like some commie nonsense. Oh, rebel against the man. Proletariat, rise up. That's bull. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Oh, come on, eye for an eye. It's just fair. Actually, I agree with that. Eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. Poke out my eye, poke out yours. Take out my tooth, I'll take out yours. Universal, man. Country invades us, we invade them back. Yeah, taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot. I agree with that entirely. If it cannot survive in this free market, it shan't be able to survive at all. Schools should not make classroom attendance. I agree. Should not be forced. Students should not be forced to go in and learn all that fake news about evolution or climate change. That's bull. That's not real. All they need is the Bible. That's their education. Let them work. Let them get their education on their own if they want. All people have their rights, but it's better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. I agree with that entirely. Separate but equals, what I always say. Good parents sometimes have to, of course they do. It's natural for children to keep some secrets for their parent. You know what? I have to say, I strongly disagree with that. You gotta be honest with your parents. You gotta be straightforward with them. You know? You gotta be honest with God, too. I mean, He'll hold you accountable no matter what. But better not sin. Lying is a sin, I'm pretty sure. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a kill yourself. Commie nonsense. It's commie bastards controlling the media. I swear to God, they probably made this, didn't they? The prime function of schooling should be to equip. Yes, I agree with that. You're going to school, you should actually be able. They should teach you things to function in society, right? Yeah. Don't talk about evolution or God or climate change. Teach them how to, drive a tractor or grow crops or something like that. I don't know. Work with the stock market. Yeah. You get my point. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to. I agree with that entirely. They have inferior genes, stop them. That's what I'd say. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. I agree with that entirely. You must be disciplined in order to live a fine and healthy life. There are no savage and kill yourself. Them commies, them Middle Easterners, them African Americans, they're all savages. No offense to the African American. No, those folks there's a handful of fine ones. There's a good ones here and there, but frankly, pretty sure a decent number of them would fare a lot better if slavery were still around. How much they supported that commie Lincoln. Only good thing he did was keep America together. I think you should have let the South keep their slaves, and the South shouldn't have seceded in the first place. Got to obey your government, you know. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not. I agree with that entirely. Let them die. Maybe kill them. They're just a nuisance, a purge, and what's one word I'm looking for? A parasite in society. Half the minorities wouldn't fare too well in that type of system, would they? All right. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it and keep busy with more cheerful things. I agree with that one, sure. First generation immigrants can never. I agree with that entirely. Probably shouldn't let in any immigrants at all, I'd say. What's good for the most successful is ultimately good. Yeah, of course. The money will come back down to us through the workers. They'll buy the products and support the free market or whatever else, support other companies. I'm not much a man of economics. I just know capitalism works. No broadcasting institution, however independent in its context, I agree with that entirely. If they can't survive in the free market, let them die. Let's see what's next. This, how you see why our society. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. You know what? I have to disagree with that one. No, you know what? I gotta agree with that one. Them damn commies and Jews that control the media and have all that political influence, they're probably the ones who are trying to read my emails and my tweets. What the hell is a private account anyways? I don't know anything about that. I don't know how to block people. The government shouldn't be reading my tweets. That's my information. I share that with the random people that I choose. I don't know how Twitter works. Significant advantage of a one-party state. You know what? I agree completely. A one-party state is the way to go because they operate efficiently. The whole reason that not communism, what am I thinking about? The whole reason that Congress, there we go. Same thing. 50% of it or whatever, however much for the Democrats control because they're communists. They spend all their time debating about things. They don't get anything done. A one-party system, we get everything done. Hey, a year all these commie regulations be gone, illegal immigrants would be gone, all the woes of society would probably be solved. Then only one party we won't have to hold one party accountable. We wouldn't have to deal with all these little baby parties screwing around and their little stupid feuds over nothing. Although the electronic age makes surveillance easier, only wrong, of course, yeah. I don't know, you know what? Surveillance plagues us all. I don't want the government seeing what I do in my home. I mean, unless it's a couple of homosexual men trying to have relations. In that case, I believe they should be monitored and arrested. But not me, because I'm an American. Proper American, not a gay. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes, of course. Well, maybe for a couple minor crimes, too. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed. Yeah. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art. I agree with that entirely. The darn communists selling art pieces for like what? $2 million? Like, watch this. I have a piece of paper. God damn. Don't use the Lord's name in vain. Don't use the Lord's name in vain. I do that way too much. I apologize, folks. Gotta calm down. Gotta cool down. Criminal justice punishment, of course. If they committed a crime, it's too late for them. They just deserve punishment. Whip them a couple times, cut off an arm or something, cut off a hand. Maybe the Middle Easterners are doing it right. It's a waste of time to try to, yeah, of course. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I agree entirely. Because without them, how will the writer and the artist get their art out there and their books out there or whatever? Corporations do a lot for us, and you're not grateful. If you think, oh, I'm more important than them. Hey, you made the product, but they're the ones who actually get it somewhere. Your product ain't going nowhere if it was just you. Mothers may have careers, but they're first to, of course, yeah. I don't think they should have careers, though, but, yeah, my preference. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting. No, you know what? Kill yourself, you goddamn commie. Lord's name in vain, my apologies. Gosh darn, commie. Yeah, there we go. I disagree. Them darn foreigners gonna let our companies outsource to them. They deserve the consequences of it. Hey, maybe if they shut them down, those companies will have to move back to America and more Americans will have jobs. Wait, so maybe I should support. Nah. Reason doesn't matter. Making peace with the establishment, of course, yeah. Gotta make your peace with the establishment. Astrology accurately... sounds like commie nonsense. I don't know anything about it. You cannot be moral... Of course. You cannot be moral without being religious. Jesus is the one that defines morality. Without him, you're just a degenerate. By default. Charity is better... Yeah, of course. Social Security don't even really reflect anything. They just, let's just get these resources here and there. These goddamn government bureaucrats controlling everything. They don't deserve to control anything. They don't do anything if... gosh darn it. Oh, I hit my finger and it hurts like heck. By God. Some people are naturally unlucky, of course. And say Donald Trump was pretty naturally unlucky. Well, lucky here and there, but unlucky as far as the media goes. Actually, no, it's deliberate. What am I saying? It's more important than my child's school and course. This is cool. Public education instills religious values. I might just support it. Yeah. Sex outside of marriage is immoral. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not, of course not. They're gay, it's a sin. Homosexuality is a sin. Pornography depicting consenting, No. Disagree. Pornography should be illegal. It's a sin, I think. What goes on in a private bedroom? Yeah, of course, no. It is. It is the business of the state. It is the business of God. It sure as hell is the business of the state. Alright, it goes on. It is the business of the state. Yeah. No one can feel, of course. Yeah, it's a choice. Homosexuality is a choice. Yeah. We said legalizing gay marriage would lead to pedophilia. Now look at where we are. These people openly advocating for the legalization of pedophilia. We warned you, said, you legalize gay marriage, next thing is going to be pedophilia. And look at this now. We're on the verge of it. My God. These days, openness about course. See, Sex must be between a man and a woman in their bedroom and no other part of the house, nowhere else. Maybe hotel every now and again. That's only on holidays and such. I don't care about this. Just want to see where I am, friend. I missed it, didn't I? It was that one? Yeah. Alright. Economic left, right, 8.75 right. I believe that means yeah. Social libertarian, authoritarian. You know what? Frankly, government needs to crack down on some things, but other things like a free market, leave that be. That's what I'd say. That seems about right. Seems about right. Alright. Guess that's the end of the video. You guys have a good Christian night or day or whatever time you're watching this. I'm not quite sure how this YouTube thing works, but I think you can watch videos whenever you want, right? Something like that.